Dudes, the bonus of this project is that you end up with glue on your fingers that you can peel off like skin. Anybody else do that in kindergarten? Just pour Elmer's glue and then... No? All right. Hey guys, it is Friday, and I am Orly Shani. Thank you so much for being here. Dudes, if you have never been here and this is your very first episode, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope that you like what you see, and if you do like what you see, subscribe. Click the button, make my day, make me happy, and in the comments write new subbies so I can thank you personally because I really do appreciate it so much. Today's episode is really fun. It's perfect timing for a couple of reasons. Number one, rainbow is just having a huge moment right now. Runways are presenting full rainbow outfits down the runway. Even men's fashion, Burberry made this like sick rainbow jacket that I absolutely love. So rainbow is a really big trend right now. Second reasons, guys, it's June, which means it's Pride Month. And this is something really fun that you can do to rock a little pride if you want to do that. And again, if that's not the reason why you're making them, you can just make them because rainbows are a huge trend. Now, another big thing are the snap clips, these oversized snap clips. These are everywhere. Tons of brands are studying them, crystallizing them, making them statement pieces, and people are even stacking up like multiple hair clips at a time. So there's this brand that I lust after and I just geek out after everything that they make. It's called Lorica Matoshi. If I butchered that name, I'm sorry. YouTube pronunciation police, back off. Just back off. They create some of the sickest pieces. There's rhinestone studded blouses and really whimsical, these little tulle socks and the bras and everything. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And they posted this photo. I love the modern rainbow tone. It looks really elevated, really sophisticated. So that's what we're gonna make today. Major tip when you go shopping for crystals, this is very important. Number one, bring your hair clip with you. Bring it with you so that you know what size and how many of the crystals you need. Number two, the shape of them is really important. You can see theirs are teardrop shaped and they alternated. So one teardrop this way, one this way, one this way, one this way. And that's really important so that it hides and creates a clean seam, hiding the clip behind it. You can also use squares or even these angled rectangles like I bought. That's just gonna help you alternate, create some dimension, and cover the hair clip entirely. Another thing that's important is the actual size of the rhinestone. You don't want something so big that you lose that opening in the middle, right? That's the cool part of the snap clip. Now, I ended up buying crystals that were way too expensive. I didn't actually mean to do it. They just happened to be the right size and color. The cheap ones I bought on Amazon, quality-wise, were perfect. They were just too big. So you do not need to spend a lot of money. Just look for something that sparkles, the right size. That's it. I think I would shut up sometime soon so we could do the damn thing. Materials. So I'm gonna start off with red. I bought 36 pieces, which turned out to be more than I needed. I'm using quick grip glue along with a syringe with the precision tip on the end. It's not absolutely necessary, but if you have it, I highly recommend using it. Take your snap clip and make sure to open it. You wanna do it when it's open so that you don't accidentally seal it shut. Now this is the part we were talking about where you're just alternating direction. So one time the pointed part faces up, one time it faces down, up, down, up, down. The sides are super simple and they go really fast. Once you get to the bottom, you just have to kind of figure it out. At first, I did singles because it was too wide to fit two, but it was kind of too big to fit one. I wasn't in love with the way it looked, and I do end up coming up with a good solution. Now, on the first one, I also tried for the curved part on the top, pointing all of the teardrops out so that they were pointy on the outside. I did come up with a good way to fix it, so I yanked off the red ones on the bottom before they dried, and I added another row, double. It hangs off the edge a little bit, but it's still strong enough to hold it. And then I did two of the teardrops and I pointed them down. So you can see the way they're kind of pointed down and it creates a nice rounded shape. Now on the yellow one, I knew that worked. So I put my two teardrops, again, pointy side, facing down along the point, sort of emphasizing that shape. And then I did my regular alternating up and down, up and down, up and down. But when I got to the top curve, I decided to see what it looked like if I had the points facing in. And I liked that much, much better. So I ended up changing my red and applying that exact pattern to my green. The green happened super fast because by now I kind of worked out all the kinks. The two on the bottom face in, all of the ones around the top corner, points face in, and it happened really fast once I knew exactly what I wanted. So I was done with all three of my teardrop shapes. I put them off to the side to dry. Now it's time to work on those kind of oblong, rectangular ones, which are so gorgeous. I gotta say, guys, I really recommend just the teardrops. These are really great on the straight part because they can stack really evenly, but they're kind of tough to figure out what to do on the points and the rounded top. It's just the structure of that square is a little bit harder to work on the curves, but you can see there it's so beautiful on the straight part. So if you have a straight clip with no rounded edges, these are actually really fun and really cool. Once I did my blue one, I kind of used that as a guide to make sure that my purple and my clear were gonna fit this perfectly. Once everything was in place and I knew it was all nice and even, I put them off to the side to dry. You always wanna give these glues about 24 hours before you snap them open and closed. Well, I didn't want my Amazon ones to go to waste. They were so cool and fun and sparkly, but just a little too big for my original plan. I decided to try one version where I just covered the entire hair clip and it ends up coming out really cool. I'm gonna link these below as well. They were like $9 for 30 pieces or something. Once you get to the open part of the snap clip, just apply your glue only on the top and bottom. Obviously, there's no need to have glue in the middle of the crystal there because that's gonna be the opening. All right, I wanted to show you guys just for inspo purposes, you don't need to do these in the rainbow color. This DIY, this whole process can work for any color, anytime, a wedding, you name it. We're done. We're freaking done. I'm really stoked. They're so pretty. They're so sparkly. After having done them, I will tell you the teardrops are definitely the way to go. The rectangular ones look really pretty in the straight line, but they get a little funky on the top and the bottom. So if I could do it all over again, I would do all of them in the teardrops. And for teardrops, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 exactly, which is great because normally crystals like this come in the dozen. You want to give these 24 hours to cure. That's super important. And then you'll be able to open and close them. This is a pearl one that I did, and you can open and close, open and close. They don't pop off. The glue is super strong. Let them sit, let them dry. Take a look at how glorious these bad boys look.
I don't care. Oh, 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 oh. Dinners and rings and the fanciest things couldn't make me believe in us. I'm here for pleasure, so don't you put pressure on me to give into us. All I need is short-term devotion. I don't wanna be so emotional. Just wanna dance, want a simple romance. Nothing more, nothing less from you. No ties, no pride.